Hello there, Evalds again. Another useful, hopefully, tip regarding ChatGPT. So what I get asked often is how to build custom ChatGPT agents like my own legal advisor or nutritionist. So the way how you do this properly, step by step, is like this. And I will also highlight limitations, issues, and how to do this best. So you press in your paid ChatGPT version, the cheap version, the free version doesn't do anything useful. So you go here, explore GPT, create your own GPT, and this is your own GPT agent. It can be used for making the market research, creating the specific content bot that creates content that is based on your own selected sources. That is the key here. It is not generating from just out of the blue. It is generating the way how you define it and from the knowledge base you give it. It is not from the like an oracle. Please don't ever use ChatGPT like a search engine. It is absolutely not a search engine. So let's create an agent for EU Artificial Intelligence Act regulations. So it is European Union new invention regarding regulating AI Act. And this will be my the assistant agent that will help me. So this is the name of this. Then the description, that's not important. Instructions is super important. Instructions is something that is called system prompt. You can look up how to write them the best. One way to write them would be something like this. Write the answer to the question in 1 to 2 sentences. Be as precise as possible and use numbers and references. Always cite exact text from documents that supports the answer. Okay. Conversation starters also not important. This is just like what is AI Act, some predefined questions. We don't need those. Again, this is very important, right? The other things not. Then the key value is the ability to add here the PDF documents of the actual legislation. So legislation and presentations about EU Artificial Intelligence Act. You can add here any kind of market research documents, anything you want, and so that this will be your own knowledge base. Then definitely absolutely disable web browsing, disable image generation. If you leave web browsing on, you lose the point for this agent, because then it will start pulling poorly from web some kind of sources, so it will not be highly curated. Then the actions, this is some kind of fantasy for the future where you can connect it with all online actions like able to buy something in store, weather data, and so on. This in practice does not work very well, but other things work quite well. So then you add also maybe some customization. We can add this image here. Can add, even if we want, we could add some descriptions, but let's leave it like that. Then we press create. It doesn't matter if it's like public link or not public. It's created. Usually it takes a while while the agent processes the PDF documents that you added. Especially if you add more, it will not be available immediately. But when you open it now, it says on the top, not ChatGPT, but EU Act agent. I can start asking questions directly to my document base and do research that way. So one would be how many risk categories of AI solutions are there? So I know that there already, so it says that searching my knowledge, that's good, not searching web. And I know that there were some categories, and it says there are 4 categories: unacceptable risk, high risk, limited risk, and minimal risk. if I don't know anything more about these regulated categories, I can keep asking questions. So what are the high-risk AI solutions? And the knowledge that I'm receiving, the answers are prepared from the documents I gave this assistant. So it says it is high-risk systems are critical infrastructure management, educational training, employee management, and so on. So what it already shows you that from this particular use case, that high-risk AI solutions in Europe, what it means is that it's not prohibited. It just needs another set of documents, another bureaucracy pipeline, and so on. So I can even expect that what documentation is needed for company to use high-risk AI solution or solutions. Okay, because I'm recording this, it is lagging. My Grammarly is lagging as well. Everything is lagging. Okay, let's try to send it. And it says unusual activity, which is not what I wanted. Again, let's try again. Searching my knowledge base, that's good. Okay, technical documentation, risk management system, data governance, event logging, and conformity assessment. There's lots of documents that we need. But the one thing which you notice is every time I ask question, it searches my knowledge base, which is good. But it ignores completely my request that I should have the references to the documents. Even though I should trust that these come from my documents, I cannot verify it, which is a big problem. So now if I press edit my agent, hopefully it will come up. It will show you that there are still these documents. There is also on top this thing which is not working very well. I assume that OpenAI knows about it. It is a little bit broken. It says updates pending, but if I look at versions history, it says invalid date. So not very well behaving system, but it's usable. I know some people are using it for your own legal advice, but please don't try it here. Useless thing like be the best legal advisor or something like that. It doesn't help. You think it helps, but every single token you use, every single word you use in proper, like in a way that is not precise to the task you need, it will reduce the quality. So then let's move to the better way, how to do this. I showed you the official way, how to do this using the agents, which is not actually that great. There is better way of doing it. So if I switch to GPT-4o, which is the new version of the ChatGPT, and then I can do basically the same thing better. What I mean by that, let me show you. So if I just drop all of the same documents here and ask the same questions again, and I will improve my prompt here because I don't have visible system prompt here. So how many risk categories of AI solutions are there? Cite the exact text from document that supports the answer. And I gave at least 5 documents. Yeah, 5 documents. So now it says reading documents. By the way, I just realized I have one thing that's not too, it actually did not respond me that great. So if I press here, customize my ChatGPT, okay, I disabled browsing. Very important you disable browsing because otherwise it will start pulling information from Ethernet and you will not be able to rely on your sources. Again, it answered basically correctly, but it didn't give me the information from which document it pulled this. Let's try to do this again. This is not always reliable, but most times it works. Let's try again, new chat, and be aware that often you need to create a new chat. It's a bad idea to keep asking questions in the same chat. The way how this AI system works, it will start copy things from the previous answers, and this is probably not what you want. So again, let's see. Okay, now it gave me the reference, and this is great. So let's see. So the AI Act establishes 4 categories. It is in the Decoding the EU Artificial Intelligence Act presentation. And the text is this. So this is excellent, because if I'm preparing any kind of report, serious report, I can immediately verify if this is true or not from my own knowledge base. So let's jump into the PDF. So this is that presentation PDF, KPMG document, but it could be official document as well. And if I'm trying to find this reference, so this is the reference exactly. The AI Act applies to the risk-based approach, dividing into risk levels. So this is the same text from what ChatGPT generated me, and this is how I can verify. I know which document, which lines contain the proof of evidence, and this is actually the kind of the basic way how to do proper research using ChatGPT, not pretending it to be an oracle. So if we can push it further away and see where it breaks. So what are the high-risk solutions? And I continue in this chat intentionally, because the best way would not be continuing in this chat. The best way would be start new chat session. So again, it gives me exact text from specific document. See, EU Act Navigating Brave New World. It says that high-risk systems, fundamental documents, solutions, it gives not as great responses before, and it's kind of already foggy, and it will become more and more foggy as I keep writing questions in the same chat. And this is what I mean by starting new chats instead of continuing in this. You will see the difference. So if I try again the next question, it will become even more foggy. It will start copying stuff from previous messages, and it will definitely not be great. So it even did not give me the citation anymore. So instead, if I would start a new chat again, and that's what I said, it's a little bit tricky. It's not as easy as the other way, but it's more precise. It's you always copy again these messages, these files, and you start again the same question in the new session, and hopefully this time we'll get better answer. What are the high-risk solutions? Cite exact text from, okay, now great answer. You see the huge difference, and it also gives me the citation from where it took these texts. So at least this part is the citation part. So people telling that you should keep asking things and be give these personas or something like that, don't understand how these systems actually work. They are really tools. You should look at ChatGPT as a tool, not your personal agent. So, but even though it can fulfill these functions if you use it correctly. So hopefully this is useful for you. You will definitely be able to create great content, unique content, precise content using ChatGPT if you follow these steps, and see you in the next video.